What's up, people? Lordking Science here with another Smite plays. This time we're doing an overview of Vamana. So, I'll give you... I've actually have mastered him twice now, so I can give you guys a better insight onto his build this time. So since they're mostly magical right now, I'm going to start out with the Silver Talisman. You can start out with a Runic Shield as well, or build into Runic Shield starting with Warden Shield. But I really prefer the Silver Talisman because it gives you the health as well. If the team is more physical, I definitely would recommend going with Smithy's Hammer for the same reason. You gain physical protection and you gain the health. So Thor's already dead. I will give you the overview of his abilities right now. So his 3 is much like Thor's Hammer. You throw it, it goes out and then comes back. You can't teleport to it, but it will move. His 2 will shoot out a cone in front of you, like that. And I'll show you a neat trick with that in a second. His 1 makes you charge forward and knocks everybody up and does a little bit of damage. It also knocks them away from you, kind of. And see, if you move, it follows you. So if you've missed the first shot, which you probably will if you're playing with semi-decent people, your first boomerang will probably be dodged unless you hit them coming straight at you. But you can move and aim it while it's behind them. So like you shoot it straight out and you can aim it like that. It will come back to wherever you are. So you can kind of sneak people with that because they don't really pay attention to that. And the trick I want to show you with his second ability is it reaches that set amount of distance, but if you aim it like this, the side there is actually further away than that is. So what you might not be able to hit people dead on, you can usually snipe people with a corner there. At least I've seen. Like when they're hanging out in their turret, you can kind of turn it this way and just hit them with the edge of it. Obviously, you can't do it if they are also poking you while you're doing it, but not everyone does. Not everyone's like, oh, he's just standing there, whatever. Thank you, Thor. I'll show you his ult as soon as I get it. It's his, what is it called? Like Colossal Fury. It gives him increased physical protection, physical power, massive regeneration, and your basic attacks will now do AoE damage. Along with that, it also makes you CC immune. So as long as you're not currently stunned, like with Mir's freeze, whatever his 3 ability is, then you absolutely can negate the CC effect. So if you're, like, say, in Hades' ult being pulled in, you can avoid that. If you're in Amir's ult being slowed, you can avoid that. A lot of ults, I don't think it breaks, like, if you're stunned, not necessarily, not stunned, whatever the root is Neath does. Any roots you can break, obviously. It does not work on stuns because you can't use it when you're stunned. But it would prevent you from being stunned. Fucking goddamn it. That's the thing you really got aware of when you buy this fucking item. If you're below 25% health and you buy it, it's going to fucking activate instantly like you just saw there. It pisses me off because that happens a lot. Apparently Thor DC'd. It's a bot game, so it don't really matter. But be careful when you buy this fucking Bulwark of Hope because I'll fuck you over every time. So Vamana is a bruiser. He is a tanky damage dealer. You honestly don't need to build any sort of damage on him at all. I usually build Deathbringer because it gives you the crit chance and adds a good amount of physical power. So it can be helpful. You don't have to get it. Usually you can build him pure tank. Usually going for, depending on what their build comp is, like I'd go from this into something... I don't know what I'd go into right now, given that it's a bot game. But if I went into this competition, or when against this combination of people in an actual game, I'd probably follow up with one of the robes. Probably either Magi's Blessing or a Spirit Robe, just because of the CC between Neath and Amir. While you do have your ultimate, you don't really want to use it to break CC, because then you're kind of fucked later if you want to use it to escape or to kill people. His passive, I realize I haven't discussed about that yet, is related to his ultimate. So when you're in Colossal form, any sort of damage you take increases the duration. Oh god, you're fucked. Additionally, your percentage of physical protection is converted to physical power. So it works kind of like the Root Forge Hammer. So when you ult, you gain extra physical protection. You also turn some of that into physical power for you. Which brings me to the next topic of discussion. The one item you're gonna probably want is Hasten Fatalis. It's not a have to build, but if you're being aggressive, or if you are more damagey, if you're not building tank, if you have a tank on your team or whatever, or if you're just stomping people, Haste and Fatalis is a must. If you don't have Haste and Fatalis and you try to ult people, they will just fucking walk away from you and laugh. Unless you have some sort of slow or something else on your team that's taking care of them for you, your ultimate's not going to be very effective. So here's your ultimate. But see, if you're hitting them and they're just walking... This bitch is just backing away because she's a fucking bot. Also, you can't use your abilities when you are using your ultimate. You can right-click and cancel it, like you just saw me do there. But you gotta pay attention to that. So if you use your ult, you can't use any abilities. But I was saying, if you use your ultimate and they're not like fucking bots and stupid, just back up and don't try to escape, you cannot catch them. They will just outwalk you. It'd be like trying to catch people doing this. You can't catch up to people when you're hitting them. With Haste and Fatalis, as long as you hit them, you don't get the movement speed debuff that you get when you're auto-attacking. So you can use your ultimate and still chase people down, which is a absolute blessing if you're doing that with your ultimate. See if I can fucking hit him with that again. As you saw the like little speed things or little red rings around Emir's feet, that's when you know you're slowing them. Like I'll hit knee to that in a second. Those little red rings matter, means she's slowed for your 3. Your 3 is also an amazing wave clear. As you see there, I cleared most of that minion wave with 1-3. Even with no physical power or physical protection. Or physical power about the first time. Yeah, see, I just cleared that entire minion wave except for these 2 big ones. Or sorry, except for the one big one and the one little guy. I have not tried to build any stack items on Vamana, but if you are playing Conquest, that's you place, because Vamana plays solo lane Conquest mostly. He can jungle and he can support. I've heard. I've never tried it out myself. Just because if I'm supporting, I want to play like Aphrodite or Amir or something. But if you are playing Vamana in solo lane, you will be able to wave clear pretty easily, so you might be able to get away with a stacking item like Devourer's Gauntlet. Don't know how well that would work for him. Never tried it myself, but that is. If you're an aggressive fighter, that's definitely something you can try. Or not, it might be shit. No idea. Again, I've never tried it myself because I usually play him tanky. Just because I'm an aggressive little fuck and I just like to run there and beat the shit out of people and run away. So your 1 is an amazing escape or an engage. Oh, that bitch just fucking juked me. I just got juked by a bot. That was fucking embarrassing. Come here, whore. God, that was embarrassing. Guys, don't watch that. Fucking play the Benny Hill themes on there. I was gonna ult there to show you how you could just walk out of it, but I was so close to the edge. His ult's amazing when you're playing against a Hades, because Hades will ult you and you'll just pop your ult and be like, fuck you, I'm leaving, and just fucking walk off. So you can really just kind of fuck with people. So his default build, or sorry, default items shown here they aren't terrible. I mean, they'll work if you don't know how to build otherwise, but there are a lot better items out there that they don't show you, like the Runic Shield, which is kind of a must if you're playing against like someone like Anubis, because that will weaken their... what the fuck, alright. So you see, yeah, it has pretty generous range. As long as you're pretty much in range of them, you're gonna be hitting them. Boop, 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 boop. You hear that awesome fucking beatboxing I got going on there? It's fucking, I'm gonna use my 1. Literally the only reason to buy this fucking skin. Although his voice pack for this skin is fucking amazing. I'll show you here in a second. This is like, kill this. Come here, you son of a bitch. Alright. That's fucking the greatest voice pack next to Swagny. It I actually have his wave as well. Let's fucking throw some sort of gang sign there. It's awesome. Buy him for nothing else other than the comedic relief. I think the skin's on sale right now for 300 gems as of the end of March. I think it's like the 27th or something. So be aware of that. I don't want to send that ult. Boom, 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 boom. Also, Vamana is usually ugly as shit, so you kind of have to buy a skin. Because otherwise, you're going to be staring at his ugly baby face all day. Vamana is not an attractive man. Ah, what the fuck? Amir, you bullymong? Get back here. Ah, Bellona's got him. Oh, how interesting. When Thor disconnected, their Raw disconnected as well. So it's interesting that it keeps the game balanced like that. I did not realize that. Good guy Smite keeps bot matches balanced for you so you don't get wrecked by bots. So that's interesting. He disconnected at the same exact time. That's a nice feature. Oh, you got fucking sniped. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Vamana. The first few games I played with him were really, really, really rough. I'm going to show you his minion clear ability now. I'm level 10, and I do have some items built, so it's not quite indicative of early game clear, but... So you usually hit him with your 2 to get him on in front of you, then you 3, and then it just fucking comes back and hits everybody again. You see, it's pretty fast. I'm going to pick up mana because YOLO. Don't pay attention to how I'm leveling my abilities. I'm just doing it because this is a bot game. I usually just have auto level on because I'm lazy and I don't care. If you are leveling yourself, 3 is a must. 3 and 2 are pretty good. I don't care much for 1. 1's good for just engaging. I don't see a reason to level up, honestly. I'll check the stats real quick to see if I'll revise my opinion after I look at the stats. But at this point, I usually just use 3 and 2. 1 is only used for running the fuck away or engaging on people. So let me see here. Oh, I guess he's coming back to die. I'll leave it alone. Yeah, so it only goes up in damage and reduces the cost. So it doesn't change the cooldown and only increases the damage, which I don't give a shit about. Your 1 does not do that much damage. Even at max level, it's only doing 230, or I guess 260 with your plus, or sorry, 260, 290 plus with your physical power. Whereas your umbrella is doing 400, and this is doing, can't do math, 230, both ways. So this is doing 460 compared to this one with 390. Well, it's not a bad ability by any means, but it's definitely not the one on my level first, just because I don't use that much. I only ever use the chase or run away. And once I get in, I want these two to be strong, and of course your ultimate. You gotta use your ultimate, or you gotta level your ultimate. Go over here, see if I can say Bellona. There's a good 450 on her. And since I have Hasten Fatalis, I can just chase him and hit him in the ass all day. I'll use this as I'm taking the turret. So you see there, it's pretty effective for that. Your regen is pretty intense. It's not amazing, obviously. You can die with it on. It's not perfect. So please don't think you are. Don't think you can just tank that. Or don't think you can, like, turret dive and tank all 5 of them with your ult on. You will fucking die. Unless they're either just shit or your turret damage or your defense is just so high. So certainly play safe, but be aware you can. You can soak up a good deal of damage. Yeah, I bought a fucking gauntlet. I'm really late in the game just because this is a bot game, so I don't give a shit. I know I say that every video, but it's true. I'm just going to kind of fuck around with my build and see what works. So I'm going to see if I can use this ain't great effect. Wow, that's rude. But Mana's good too, because you can kind of run back past their front line with your 1. So you can just run past all our tanks and shit and just kill anyone who's behind them, like a weak mage. Just like that. You can just run past them and it doesn't matter because they can't stop you unless they stun you. Like Amir just did. Again, with your 1, you're not immune to stuns or CC of any sort. You're not CC or root immune in your 1. But you are in your ultimate, so it's kind of a trade-off. So let's be aware of that. You can get stopped in your 1, but otherwise you can just absolutely just dive through people's front lines and you go back and murder mages. So that was a quick overview of Vamana here. I'm going to go into a little bit of discussion here after the video, because I'm going to be changing up the channel a little bit. I noticed the scrub plays are not getting quite as many views as the quick looks and the Smite plays are. So I'm going to be focusing more on quick looks and Smite plays from this point on. I'm still going to be producing a couple scrub plays a week. Probably focusing more on the Borderlands and Bioshock series. Finishing up Torchlight as well, obviously. Because those both seem reasonably popular. I mean, they're not amazing, but you guys seem to like some of them. So I'm going to be kind of focusing more on those. And less on scrub plays, so you'll be seeing less of those videos per week. I'll probably add in an extra... I'm going to add in a couple more Smite plays a week. Either actual matches or just more overviews. And I'm going to add in probably another scrub or another quick look. Maybe on Sunday or something. I'll do another one of those for you guys. Throw that up on the weekend. So you guys can keep looking at some of the other games that are available right now and some of the other free games that are on Steam. So let's be aware of that. Just keep an eye out on that. Be sure to like, subscribe, and favorite. Just to keep an eye on the channel and see what's going on. You can follow me at Twitter at ScrubPlays. I'm going to be doing some more streams. My Twitch account is linked via the About or About Us or More Info or somewhere the fuck that thing is called on YouTube channel. So check that out. Go check out the stream. I'm going to post some times probably today or later tomorrow of when I'm going to be streaming. Mostly Smite matches, obviously, but I'll probably be playing some other games as well. So just keep an eye out for that and have a good day.